everyone, welcome back to my channel, So Little Time, and my name is Karen. In today's vlog I'm going to be talking to you all about Me Made May and the outfits I wore during the month. So if that is something that you're interested in, please stay tuned. Setup today. You'll see that I'm in a different room and I'm using actually an iPod to film on this, so this is just a test, so hopefully this will work, and if it has worked then it will be uploaded for you to view, so fingers crossed the volume will be okay for you as well. So I participated in Me Made May again this year. I did so last year for my first go and I really enjoyed it, so I really wanted to have another go this year, although I was in two minds as to whether to take part or not, just because of the lockdown situation, and sometimes I was feeling a little bit low, so I wasn't really sure if I wanted to get dressed up and post my pictures. But I decided to do it because I thought it would be something uplifting and really nice to join in with the sewing community and see what everybody else is wearing as well. So I really did enjoy it and I'm glad I took part. My pledge was to wear a Me Made outfit every day, which I did manage to do so I was really pleased. And over the past year I have actually made quite a lot of garments, so I did have quite a variety to choose from, so that was nice. Although because we've had absolutely beautiful weather throughout this month, I did try and have to think every morning, oh, what am I going to wear today, because obviously not all of my wardrobe is summer items, so that is something that I have picked up on, that I do need a few more summer dresses and things like that. So firstly what I'll do is insert a little slideshow just to show you what I wore every day, and I'll put a description of the garment pattern on the slideshow, and I'll just put that with some music for you to enjoy. So I shall see you in a moment. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that. I managed to wear a Me Made item, like I said, every day. I think I did 2 repeats, so that wasn't actually too bad going. I was really pleased that I was able to near enough wear a new or different item every day. I think I only managed to make 1 or 2 garments during the month to actually wear new. Everything else was what I'd already made. So the reason that I also wanted to do Me Made May was to give me that opportunity to have a look through my wardrobe to see where there were gaps, see what I wasn't wearing, anything that I don't like anymore, if my style has changed, anything that needed fixing or altering, that kind of thing. And I have come out of the other side of it with a few things that I want to get rid of and a couple of alterations. And so firstly, the things that I didn't want to grab out of my wardrobe, or didn't wear rather, was the Sew Over It Sylvia robe. I think that's how you say it. It used to be the kimono jacket. And it's I've picked one out of my wardrobe, and it's this one here. And as you can see, it's just like an over sort of jacket thing that you wear over a vest top. And the reason that I didn't pick them out is basically because I would wear this type of garment on an evening out, probably with some maybe nice trousers or jeans with a nice top underneath, but I don't actually have any tops to go underneath. At one point I did try and make an Ogden cami to go under this one, which was a teal blue kind of colour, but I didn't get on very well with making the pattern at that point, so unfortunately I haven't got anything to wear under this one. And I absolutely love this fabric. It's like an oriental style print on it, which I got from Guthrie and Garney in Birmingham, probably about 2 years ago now, and it's a crepe. So it's absolutely beautiful quality. I'm not overly keen on the white background there, but you're obviously not going to see that when I'm wearing it. So I need to make some plain tops to go underneath my Sylvia robes. Yeah, so that's one thing that I do need to add to my ever-growing list of makes, is some plain tops. So probably just some more Ogden camis, to be honest. I just need to find some plain fabric that will go with what I've got. I've got this one, and I've also got a chiffon one, and I've also got one that I think it's very similar to chiffon, but it's a little bit stiffer, and I wear that one usually on the beach, so don't really wear that one out and about. So that was the first thing that I didn't grab out of my wardrobe. I obviously didn't wear a lot of my autumn winter clothes, so that are, you know, it's a shame we don't have something similar to Me Made May, sort of that time of year where you could look through all your autumn and winter clothes. Yeah, so that's the first thing. And then secondly, if I just grab it here, this is an Ogden cami that I actually made for the tutorial that I've got on my channel, and this is made in a viscose out of this fabric here, and I just didn't want to pick this one out because I don't like the fabric. It is slightly too big for me just because it is a very, very drapey fabric, so it has a little bit more give in it, and as I wore it one time I did find that it bagged out under the arms quite a lot. Yeah, so I'm going to be gifting this one to a friend, and so they're not going to be obviously thrown in the bin or anything ridiculous like that, but as I can't take anything to the charity shop right now, I'm going to be gifting this to a friend. I know she'll definitely take it off my hands, so that's that one. And then I wore a Carnaby dress on one day in May, and I just found that the fit wasn't perfect on me, just because at the time of making that one, it was when I'd first tried to grade a pattern, so I didn't get on very well with that, and the fit it's just not quite right. So I'd like to revisit that pattern, and I know I need to grade over 3 sizes, which is quite annoying, but now I've had a little bit more experience with my sewing over the past year, altering patterns, I do think I should be okay to alter that now. Okay, so I'll show you the one that I've decided to get rid of. It's not the one that I actually wore during the Me Made May month, but it's one of the first ones that I made, and that's this one here. And this one's just in a quilting cotton, and what I did was omit the zip on the back, because you can do that if you use the 2 pattern pieces and then just put a seam down the back. But the mistake I made on this one, I didn't actually put a seam down the back. I put the pattern piece on the fold, and I shouldn't have done that because there is a slight curve actually in that pattern piece, and I didn't realise at the time, so it made the fit of the dress all wrong. And this one, it just is not comfortable to wear. I do really like the fabric, although it is quite Christmassy, and I do like the style of the Carnaby with these nice big pockets in the front, so I'm definitely going to revisit that pattern, but this one I'm going to either gift to a friend or keep it ready to give to the charity shop. And then the next dress, which I am gifting to a friend, is the Tilly and the Buttons Bettine, and the version I'm gifting to my friend is this lovely mustard one that I've got. I absolutely love the colour of this fabric. It's got little white spots on it, and it's just purely because of the fabric choice that I've used that I'm actually going to be gifting it to my friend. She's always admired it, so she's more than willing to take it off my hands. And it's actually made from a double gauze, which was from Minerva, which I bought last year. And at the time I'd never used cotton double gauze before, so I wasn't really sure how I was going to get on with it, but I'd heard obviously lots of people rave about double gauze, so I thought it was this gorgeous fabric. But when it arrived, I did like the feel of it, and when I first made the garment I did quite like it, but then as time has gone on I just have found that I've not been pulling this one out of my wardrobe whatsoever. I've got two other Bettines that I do wear quite a lot, and they're in high rotation throughout the year, so that one is a chambray and one is just a standard cotton, and they fit and wear really well. This one I find, because it is a double gauze, does bag out quite a bit, so it does feel quite big on me after a while. So again, my friend's going to look forward to wearing this, and I found also because of this double gauze it makes the elastic flip in the casing, which I find really quite annoying, and it does feel a little bit uncomfortable, and I don't have that problem on my other two. So I do feel, in a way, it's a shame to get rid of it because it is such a lovely dress. It's got these lovely deep pockets in it. But obviously, like I say, I've got two other ones already that I do wear a lot. And if I could get this fabric in a cotton lawn or a cotton poplin even, I definitely remake this dress, because I do actually love the colour of this fabric. It's just the fabric type, so that's why I'm getting rid of that. And I did wear it for one of the days during Me Made May to make sure that I was confident that I wanted to get rid of it, and that is definitely the case. So then I had one garment which is a New Look pattern. I think it's New Look 6511. If that's wrong, I'll put the correct description across the bottom of the screen. But basically it's very similar to the Tilly and the Buttons Indigo dress, and I had this pattern from a pattern swap a while ago, and I made it up and found that the dress came up really short, so it is more of a tunic style sort of to top now, and I wear it with leggings, and I absolutely love it, but there are a couple of issues, so I just grab it. So this is it here. It's in a lovely cotton poplin from Minerva, which was gifted to me in return for a blog post, and I absolutely love the style of it. It is quite a free-flowing waist. I did have to bring it in quite a lot at the time. I think the size I made wasn't quite right for me. And the things that are wrong with it is that the neck is really high, to the point that it does feel too tight when I wear it, and I feel like it's choking me a little bit. It is a bias bound neckline, so I could unpick it and lower it, I suppose. But the main problem with it is it's got these French darts, if you can see down here, and they just don't sit right on me. So when I wear it, it makes a crease line across my bust here where a normal bust dart would sit. So what I'm going to do, the armholes are bias bound as well. So what I'm going to do is unpick that, and then I'm going to take that dart out and try and put a normal dart in. So hopefully that will solve the problem of that weird sort of excess fabric that I get sticking out, because it does look quite odd, and I think hopefully that will bring the neckline slightly lower. If that doesn't work, then I may or may not revisit this pattern. I don't know. I have got the Tilly and the Buttons Indigo dress cut out. I just need to sew it up, so we'll see how I go. But yeah, I absolutely love this fabric, and I do like this when it is on. It's just those couple of issues that I want to sort out, really. Okay, and then I had to look through my Instagram grid just to see, out of interest, what my most liked picture was. And I was quite surprised actually, because I thought it was going to be this outfit that I'm wearing, which is the New Look 6446 jumpsuit, because every time I upload this picture I usually get loads of likes and loads of comments on it, which is lovely because this is a really popular pattern. But it wasn't this one, and I was quite surprised. So the one that had the most likes was my Tilly and the Buttons Cocoa dress, and I'll just grab the version that I'm talking about, and it's this one here, which is just the plain neckline, the plain sleeves and the full dress, and it's made out of this scuba fabric, which was from Fabric Godmother quite a while ago now, but I think this fabric has done the rounds with quite a few people that I've seen use it, so it might be available elsewhere right now, I'm not really sure. Yeah, and I just got loads of likes on this particular make, and I think it is purely because of the fabric, because it is quite bold, so it does make it quite a statement dress, even though it's such a simple dress. And every time I upload a photo onto my Instagram account, it links onto my Facebook page, and again on there I had a lot of people say, you know, oh, that's a beautiful dress, I absolutely love that, and people asking what pattern it was. So yes, I was like, well, it's the cocoa, it's such a simple make, but if you use, you know, a fabric like this, you can certainly make a statement dress, and I think this would look really nice to go out on an evening for a meal with friends, or you could even wear it at a wedding, definitely, for sure. And so yeah, that was my most liked one. So I thought I'd let you know which were my favourite. So I think I picked 3 outfits out of everything that I wore. So I say outfits because there was a couple of things that were paired together, so it's not just 3 garments. And I think my first one was this one. This is the New Look 6446 jumpsuit, and I absolutely love this pattern. It was so nice to make up. This was actually my 12 version, and it just worked out so well. I made a straight size 12 and didn't have any fitting issues. All I did was just bring the back in a little bit at the top of the zip by using a larger seam allowance, just because it was slightly gapey for me. But yeah, I just love the thick straps. It covers your bra straps, nice fitted bodice, and it's got these lovely deep pockets. See if I can stand back so you can see a bit more of the shape, and it's got culotte length sort of trouser legs that come midway down my calf. I have since made a play suit version out of just some quilting cotton that I've got from Minerva, and that worked out really well as well, and I just made again the same size, and it fits absolutely fine. I really have enjoyed wearing that in the hot weather. So that was the first one of my top ones that I liked. I also really liked my Miette skirt by Tilly and the Buttons, paired with my grain line willow tank. And I've got 2 Miette skirts, and I wore the grain line willow tank with both of those, and I just really felt really nice in those outfits, even though I wasn't going anywhere, you know, I was just at home with the boys. Yeah, I just really enjoyed it, and it was just comfortable to wear, and just nice and airy in the heat that we've been having. And so that was my second outfit that I really enjoyed. I'm looking down because I can't remember what I wrote down. And then the other one was my newly made In the Folds Peppermint magazine wrap top. And that's actually a free pattern off their website, off the Peppermint magazine website. I think the In the Folds are the people who have designed the pattern. And it's a dead simple make, and I used some cotton poplin for that. I think it does call for drapier fabrics, but it worked absolutely perfect in the cotton poplin, and I'm really pleased with it, more so than I thought I was going to be, because when I was making it up I was a little bit dubious as to how it was going to fit on me. But yeah, it fits absolutely fine, and it's quite high-waisted, so I wore it with my Carnaby skirt, is that right? I think it's the Camden skirt, sorry. Wore it with the Nearly Camden skirt, and that's quite a high-waisted skirt, so it sits really nicely with that. Yeah, and I really liked wearing that. Also, the ties are single-sided when you make it up, so I doubled those because I didn't want to see the reverse side of the fabric. So I will be showing that in a future makes vlog, so keep your eyes out for that. But that's a really nice pattern, and it's free, so yeah, you can't go wrong. I think that was my top 3, really. Yes, it was. So I really enjoyed participating in Me Made May again. I'm really glad that I did it, and I will fill some gaps that I found were vacant in my wardrobe, and that was loungewear. I don't actually have any loungewear whatsoever apart from my pyjamas. I don't even have any scruff wear, you know, so if my husband says to me, oh, can you help me in the garden or wear some old clothes, I'm like, well, I don't really have anything that's old. Everything I make, you know, I make my own clothes to wear every day. They're all too nice to wreck, so I usually end up wearing my running gear doing anything like that. So I'd like to make some loungewear, not for work purposes in the garden or anything, but if I just want a slouch day, it'd be nice to just put on some like jogging bottoms or something. So I'm quite interested in making the Hudson pants. I think they're by True Bias. And I also have the stretch book by Tilly and the Buttons, so I'd like to make the Stella joggers and hoodie. The only thing is I'm not too keen on tapered legs, so I might have to widen the legs on the True Bias Hudson pants and not add the cuff, and the same with the Stella joggers. I might just not add the cuff and just lengthen the legs of the jogging bottoms and see how I go. You never know, they might look okay. Yes, yeah, so that was what I found was missing, and also some more summer dresses. Just because we've been having this little heat wave, I just found that there was a couple of days that I did do a couple of repeats, and I thought, oh, I could have had a couple more summer dresses. So that would be quite nice, and I do have quite a lot on my list to make, so they will get done eventually. I've just got this massive list of things obviously that I want to make, and just got to crack on with them. So yes, so that was my Me Made May. Hope you have enjoyed this video. I will be coming to you next with a makes vlog finally. I have got quite a lot to show you now, so I'm probably going to have to put it over 2 vlogs, because otherwise it will end up too long. And I think shorter vlogs are nicer to watch, especially as there's so many of us vlogging now within the sewing community, which is absolutely amazing. But even myself as a viewer, I find it hard to keep up with all the videos that everybody's uploading, and especially obviously during lockdown at the moment. A lot of people are uploading a lot of content, so I've got stacks in my to watch list at the minute, so hopefully I'll get some up and they won't be too long, so they'll get watched. So if you have liked this video, please do click that thumbs up and hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you know when I upload new videos, and I shall see you very soon. Thank you very much. Bye.